Hello and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Where I'll be working on some dance projects and trying out new moves, playing around with some stuff. Welcome. Today I'm actually going to be working on some brand new projects, some new stuff. 3 of them actually. I found some good music last night and I'll be playing around with some beats that might match that. Be playing around with some cool new moves, trying out some new stuff. Working on some beats for a good friend of mine, Kelly Mills from my previous show. Who's a drummer, so we'll be playing with some rhythms there. Might practice the good old clicks, the good old heel clicks. See if I can get up to 9. Getting close to 10. Yeah, it looks like some people are starting to come in. This is the first go at this, so I appreciate everybody coming in and checking this out. And if you're here, participation is always encouraged, and I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. Stop and say hi, and oh, there is my roommate right there. Yep. Hello, everybody. Oh, and there's Billy. Alright. Hey, guys. Alright, so let's get to it. We are going to start with this new project. I don't know if you watch this show called Game of Thrones, but it's starting up, I think, next weekend, and I found the coolest remix for the opening theme song, and I'm going to try playing around with that. So I don't know if you can hear this music. Again, I'm trying all this stuff out, so we'll see. Alright. But this is the music that I'm going to try and work to.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice.
Pretty good. Well, this is the starting process. So I'm going to try and figure out what could match that. So let's get started.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice.
bouncy beat.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But the house I can be pieces. Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But the house I can be pieces.
There's a step.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But the house I can be pieces.
Okay. There's at least a start. There's at least the beginning. How's that sounding? Is this working? Hello? Yep. Alright. The taps making it over there? How's it going? Hello, hello. Yep. How are the taps? Are those making it? I'm using the phone microphone today. Yeah. Sounds great. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. Dance teacher for yeah, I used to teach a program called Men of Trinity, and it was a boys only class. I know, sorry girls. But it in my hopes it was to encourage, male Irish dancers to keep at it and keep, see that Irish dancing is really cool. So every Friday we would all have a session, from the youngest beginners to the oldest advanced guys. We'd all come to one studio and just have a session, and it was pretty good, pretty fun. That was a while ago. That was a couple years ago. How's the music? Is that working? Can you hear the music at least a little bit? Wow, people are tuning in from Russia. Ooh, very good. Browser School, yep. I know that school very well. They're great. Yeah. Can't hear the music. Oh, well, music isn't on right now, but can you hear that? How's that? Can I do a 5-click? Can I do a 5-click? Let me see if I can try. So we did the challenge like a couple, might have been a couple weeks now, where we did, I called it a 5-star, where you go from 1 heel click to 2 to 3 to 4, eventually to 5. And the challenge of it is there's no jumps in between, so you almost have to set up for each one while you're doing the previous one. And that one ended with 5 clicks, so let's see if I can do that. Nope. Well, let's try that again. So we stopped at 3. Stopped at 3 again. This is not my best. I guess today's not my heel clicking day, but stay at it. Well, there you go. There's your 5. So there's that. I'm gonna tighten my shoes. I think that was part of it. That's my excuse. Yeah. Tuning in from France. Well, nice to see you. Wow, that's cool. A lot farther away from me. Am I in the show tomorrow? Okay, so right now I'm part of a dance show called Celtic Fire out here in Virginia, on the east coast of the USA. And it's a residency, so it's in the same spot for months and months. And yeah, today is our dark day actually, so the show is our show is not in session today, so our entire cast is off, which makes Mondays a really good day to do stuff like this. I am actually not in tomorrow. It's my rotated day off, so I have today and tomorrow, which is why I'm trying to start some new projects, get some stuff going. Alright, cool. Well, let's see. I'm going to go back to a little bit of this project, this Game of Thrones project. That's one I definitely want to get out this week, so I'll tune in a second. Alright.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice. Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
Yep. Hung up on the beginning, as always.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
That just flows.
Cannot
That just flows.
homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
That kind of works.
Your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
No, okay, do it again.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
got something. One more time.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. The hands that can give you justice.
I keep forgetting that last part. No. I do one more. I do one more.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. The hands that can give you justice.
There's something there. That made sense to go into the clicks. Changes up the beats a little bit. I'll do stuff in the back. Oh, getting there. Let's see what happens. Hello, that one Irish dancer. Hello. Oh man, this is gonna be tough because I'm gonna be butchering things. But Osolo 309, thank you very much. I'm glad I make it look like a priest because it's tough. It's still tough. Let's see. Okay, Maddie Joe, is Irish dancing easier if you have taken other types of dance? I've heard it is and it isn't. It's a gray area. It's not a straight up answer because it depends. There's so many different types of dance. I started with just Irish dance, so I can only fully talk about that, and that's how I was brought up. But I know a bunch that did ballet, in particular, and there are some principles to that that are different from Irish dancing. A lot of our dancing has to always have like lock knees and whatnot, where ballet there's a little bit more bend to that. There's a little bit like a different turnout. So if a dancer is dynamic enough to know the difference between those two, I could see it being really beneficial. But I've been dabbling into tap, and my background in Irish dancing helps and hurts that, because there's some things I want to do with my feet, and tap dance goes a lot more to the sides, and Irish dancing is just straight, very straightforward. So it's helpful and it's also not. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna need some water. Well, I'm already sweating. I don't know how long it's been. I think you can check. Yep. Yeah. So hopefully this is sounding all right. So then I'm working on a Game of Thrones music video. I'm working towards maybe doing one to the old Ocean Avenue by Yellowcard and doing that by the beach, since I'm so close to water. Figure that would be kind of cool. What was the other one? There's another one, but also working on those clicks. Gotta get to 10. That's my goal for the end of the summer. Yeah. Oh, Ash Miller, come on, mate, sort it out. I'm working. Doesn't happen overnight. Actually, sometimes it does, and you just get lucky. But yeah, take some time. Yeah. Let's see. How do I spend my free time? Doing this. I'm dancing every single day. It's my job too. So a lot of that involves, resting recovering. You know, the dancing's kind of tough on the legs sometimes, so if I get a day off, you know, today I feel great, so I'm doing this. But, you know, tomorrow I also have a day off, and I'm probably not going to spend that doing much other than resting my legs. Alright. So anyway, thanks for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to keep working on this a little bit more. I'll stop for water and see what the comments are. Let's see. A Diddy, butchering that. Can you tell what tune it is? It's not the normal tune we hear at the starting of the episode. It sounds really good. Cool, I'm glad you like it. I like it too. It's just a remix of that opening, dun, 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 that kind of beat. But it's got like a fiddle in it. It's really nice. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out. All right, I'll answer a few questions after. I'm going to keep rolling while the brain is working decently. Thanks again for tuning in.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But the hands that can give you justice.
A lot of pause and play. According to the music I clipped, that might be only a quarter of it. Good. Alright. That's the first quarter. Feels good. Might be too much. And that'll keep going. Woo! Yep. That's a lot. So yeah, what you're seeing right now is kind of the process of all of it. What you're seeing videos, shows, and all that is the final product of hours and hours, days and days of preparation and all of that. And this is just the beginning, so you're going to see a lot of mistakes, a lot of fumbles, a lot of misclicks and beats and everything. But that's just part of it, part of figuring out what works and what doesn't. If I miss something over and over and over again, clearly it's not supposed to be. So we move forward. Yeah. Alright. Any advice for improving my clicks by Dylan? Clicks are fun. But really, it's doing whatever you can really to expose the heels. So your heels are right there at the bottom. So you obviously want to turn out your feet as much as possible, because then the heels are exposed more to themselves. And also pointing the toes down, because it's harder to click that than it is that, because then it's easier for the heels to smack. So you want pointed toes, turned out feet, and then the crossover. Those three things help get those heels to smack into each other. And then from that point on, it's kind of a balance thing. A lot of people favor their right leg over their left, or left over right, and one leg will move a lot more than the other. So what you want to do is have that balance where both legs are doing the same amount of work. And when you're doing that, consistency improves. I won't say you'll be hitting every single click from that point on, but your consistency will be better. Instead of those big whiffs, you'll start actually starting to see improvements and start hitting the clicks a little bit more often. But really, it's just a practice thing. There's no magic abracadabra, so. It's just practice, over and over again. I've been dancing for almost 20 years, so that explains it. Just a lot of practice. All right. What has anybody else been saying? Okay. Anywho. Any advice for nationals? I'm going this weekend. I assume you're competing? If that's the case, good luck. Any advice? Breathe. Take it one piece at a time, one step at a time, one round at a time. And just do what you've been doing, Let the practice show. You've done all the hard work leading up to it, so just get it done. Anyhow. Do you practice every day? I like to say I do, but probably every other day. But when I'm at work, I'm obviously practicing and I'm working. All right. Anywho, yeah, let's get back to it. Probably do this for a little bit longer, and then we'll call it a day, at least for the live stream. But thanks again for joining. Really appreciate it. I'm new to all this, so thank you for bearing with me. Okay.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice. restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can do you justice.
I think every time the when that kicks in, I'm gonna repeat that rhythm, but just do it in different ways. That might help organize the stretch of it. So, according to that clip and how much that then would do it, it'd be four of those different ways. I got one, and I got the start of the next. That'd be cool. Let's put some music.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can do you justice.
Didn't go well. Did not go well.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can do you justice.
What'd I do? I don't know what that'll do. I don't know.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice. Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
Oh no! Sometimes that happens. I just freestyle and I figure out something, but I don't know what I actually did. Uh-oh. I think that was it. Okay.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
Good start.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
That's the right one. I'm getting it mixed up. That's it. Cool. That's cool.
Give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice.
So I'm almost halfway there. Yep. Woo. Yeah, almost there. Cool. Oh man, Louise tuning in from Brazil. Hello. Thanks for joining. That's really cool. You're all the way from there. That is far away from where I am. I am working up a tremendous sweat. But it's pretty cool. Oh no, I'm gonna butcher that. Beltastic 23 from Italy. Whoa! Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Alright, I'll ask one more thing. Do I still teach? Currently, right now, I'm not. There's too much to learn right now. Right now, I'm definitely in student mode. There's a lot of dance, tap, and Irish that I'm trying to explore. And one day I'll teach, but not yet. So, alright. Come back to Libertyville. Alright, well that's my hometown, right north of Chicago. Whoever that is. Very cool. Yep. Hello from Peru. Hello. That's really cool. That's even further from Brazil. Wow. Great. Thank you for joining. Thanks for being here. I love the support. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to do this for a little bit longer. I think I'm going to finish the piece that we're on. We're about halfway there in total, but if we get to the halfway point, it's almost like a hill for me. From angle like that. No, it's like a hill, and once you get to the halfway point, it's almost like downhill because you kind of set in stone the direction of the steps, the piece. You kind of understand the flow of the music. I have a good feeling the second half will take a lot less time, because it's just the hardest thing to get started. So I'm going to finish that. I'm going to attempt some clicks. I'd love to get the 6-star. Basically what I've done in the previous videos, where I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then go into 6. That would be really cool. I may try to attempt that, but for my previous click attempts, that probably won't work, but I'll at least try for you. And then I think I'll call it a day. I was kind of expecting this to only go for maybe like 20 minutes, but we're already well over double that. So yeah, if you're still tuning in, I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, and this is mainly I'm trying this out more as a way of me thanking everybody for tuning into what I'm doing, my journey, and all that. So thank you very much, and hopefully I can. If you're enjoying this, let me know. And you know, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do this on a weekly basis, but I'd sure like your feedback on whether this is something that interests you. So thanks again. I'm going to keep working on this. Some of the sweat has subsided, so I'm going to try and keep working. But thanks again.
Cannot give you back your homes
So, let's get the music.
or restore your dead to life. Perhaps I can do justice. Cannot give you back your homes or
About 4
restore your dead
counts.
to life.
4 counts already.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. Perhaps I can do justice.
Nope, can't keep going. I was thinking 2 spins. Okay. I think that's only half. Oh, it's actually yeah, that's the full thing. Travel and how do I get to the other foot? I guess I could do it while that. But afterwards. Oh man. Okay, so we have the idea. We're gonna do a bunch of spins, I guess. This little dot. Spin, 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 spin. And now I need to connect the train tracks, if you will, because I want the next piece, the second half, to start the same way we've been starting each portion. That. Or all those different ways. It starts with that front bang, so now we're just trying to, after I spin like a whirly bird, connect this piece to then be able to bounce into that as seamlessly as possible, and I stress as possible because sometimes it's not, and then I need to go backwards. But I think it should work. Should probably be something simple because I'll probably trying to keep my balance. That piece. Da 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 da. Let's listen to the music. We're close.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can do you
It's almost like a game with silences. Keeps building. Nope.
cannot give you
piece for that,
or a
but
story you're dead to life. The
I'm in a
house
good
I
place.
can give you justice.
Oh man.
I cannot give you back your homes.
Alright, we're gonna get
or a
one
story
more
you're
good
dead to
one
life.
and call it a day.
The house I can give you justice.
Now I do some more. Do other dancing for the second half. Oh man. Cool. Alright, halfway there. Halfway there, and then what I would do is get actual footage of me dancing with it, put it all together with the music, and hopefully it uploads correctly. And yep, that's all there is to it. Woo. Cool. Alright, it is that time. I think this is where I should cut it off for a little bit. Thanks again for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, this is my way of thanking all of you for following me and following what I'm doing, what I love to do. This is my free time. This is what I like to do, and I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate the sport. Okay. I said I was gonna do some clicks at the end. I am just gassed for now. I will say that for next time. I think if we do it next time. But I'm really happy with those steps. Those are locked in, so I'm really excited. So thank you. I guess for the next 2 minutes, I'll answer any more questions. If you want, let me know your thoughts on how this worked. I'm posting this, I think, on my YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching that if you're watching this from that, I still appreciate the comments, even though it's not live. I appreciate any feedback, anything. It helps me figure out if this is even something I should be doing or whatnot. So, yeah. All right, and it sounds like people like it. All right, do it next time, please. By L. Andrews or Landrews. All right. Okay. Well, Mondays are always off for me, so it sounds like something I could be doing. Do you have any advice for just starting out with Irish dancing? I'd say, listen to your teachers. It's a real hard dance to learn via YouTube videos and all that stuff. So, I mean, my first bit of advice would be find an Irish dancing school, find a studio with a teacher, who knows their things, and then just listen, go to class, take it all in, and it's a process, so it's baby steps. You're not going to see something overnight. It's going to be a process of doing it every day, consistency. So I don't know if that answers the question. Sky Moonstone, please do more of these. It's very relaxing. Okay. I'm glad me banging around with my feet is a relaxing thing to you. That's good. Okay, Instagram is actually saying I have 1 minute and 45, so I guess this is actually what happens. It kicks off after an hour, so that helps. Yeah. Okay. I should do more of this often. All right. I'll keep learning, and I guess I'll do this again next Monday. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next Monday. Thanks again. Tuning off.